Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Again to everyone who just joined. Thank you for joining us today. ये वेबिनार हम लोग इंशाल्लाह हिंदी और उर्दू में भी आपको जहाँ जहाँ मौका मिलेगा वहाँ वहाँ मैं एक्सप्लेन करता रहूँगा, हिंदी और उर्दू में और इंग्लिश में भी। जैसे हमारा हस्ब मामूल है, सबसे पहले दुरूद शरीफ अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मद व अला आलि मुहम्मद व बारिक व सल्लिम। अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू to everyone who has joined us. Alhamdulillah, we have got decent participation as yet. It will keep getting better, and we ensure that we wrap this up by in another 55 to 60 minutes because there will be prayer times in India and for Dhuhr, and I don't want to delay it beyond that. I've kept my presentation very small. मैंने अपना presentation बहुत छोटा रखा है। 15-20 मिनट में मैं अपना presentation खत्म कर दूंगा। बहुत ही simple सा topic है, बहुत ही गंभीर टॉपिक है, बहुत ही सीरियस टॉपिक है। यहाँ पर हमने देखा है कि ये पूरे मामले में बहुत ज्यादा बेहतियाती बरती गई है पूरे कम्युनिटी की तरफ से, और इसको देखकर ही हम लोगों ने ये प्रोडक्ट निकाला है जहां पर आप सुकून से बैंक ग्रेड अश्योरेंस के साथ यू कैन इन्वेस्ट एंड सेव एंड एक्यूमुलेट गोल्ड इन अ शरिया कंप्लायंट मैनर। लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। पहला क्वेश्चन ये है कि इज इन्वेस्टिंग इन गोल्ड हलाल? बिवेयर ऑफ नॉन हलाल ज्वेलरी स्कीम्स। ये होती क्या है नॉन हलाल ज्वेलरी स्कीम्स? इसके बारे में समझेंगे आज, और इसके आगे चल के हम लोग ये समझेंगे कि शरिया कंप्लायंट मैनर में आपको गोल्ड कैसे खरीदना है, हाउ यू कैन बाय गोल्ड इन अ शरिया कंप्लायंट मैनर। लेट्स मूव ऑन। So most Muslims invest in gold jewelry saving scheme, but did you know it's not halal? Unfortunately, it is not halal. हमारे यहाँ हमारी हमारे हम खुद लोग men, women, especially married women, unmarried women, mothers who are planning to get their kids married, whether it's be a boy or a girl nowadays, everybody is trying to save money and buy gold. A lot of Muslims go ahead, a vast majority of Muslims go ahead and buy gold as the most preferred scheme of saving money. और इसका सबसे इजी तरीका ये है कि हम लोग जाकर गोल्ड ज्वेलरी स्टोर्स में जाकर इधर ज्वेलरी खरीदते हैं, या हम लोग जाकर उनकी जो स्कीम होती है इंस्टॉलमेंट स्कीम, वहां पर जाके हम लोग अपनी किस्तें भरना शुरू कर देते हैं, और हमें लगता है कि ये शरिया कंप्लायंट है। So most Muslim families opt for gold jewelry saving scheme to accumulate gold over time. जैसे मैंने बताया कि हम लोग ज्यादातर मुसलमान इसमें मुब्तला है कि हम लोग पैसा बचाने के लिए, अपने इन्वेस्टमेंट्स को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए गोल्ड में बहुत इन्वेस्ट करते हैं। और कौन सा तरीका यूज करते हैं कि गोल्ड ज्वेलरी सेविंग स्कीम में जाते हैं। जैसे आप कोई भी बड़े इंडिया में शोरूम में चले जाइए या कोई छोटे से गोल्ड शोरूम में चले जाइए, वहां पर वो एक इंस्टॉलमेंट स्कीम आपको देता है जिसके थ्रू आप इंस्टॉलमेंट के वाया इंस्टॉलमेंट यू कैन बाय गोल्ड एंड अक्यूमुलेट गोल्ड ओवर टाइम। इसी इंस्टॉलमेंट स्कीम को हम लोग स्टडी करेंगे आज इंशाल्लाह, और ये पता करेंगे कि ये शरिया कंप्लायंट है या नहीं है। अगर नहीं है, क्यों नहीं है, और अगर नहीं है तो इसका एवज क्या है, इसका ऑल्टरनेट क्या है, व्हाट इज द ऑल्टरनेट टू द नॉन कंप्लायंट gold jewelry saving scheme. Let's go ahead and find out. So these schemes appear beneficial, but they violate Sharia principles. So as I said, most Muslim families offer gold jewelry saving scheme, but these schemes appear beneficial, but they violate Sharia principles. The gold saving scheme should be done in a halal manner, yet most people unknowingly invest in non-compliant schemes. जितनी schemes है इंडिया में, gold jewelry saving scheme, चाहे वो बड़े ब्रांड्स की हो या छोटे ब्रांड्स की हो, चाहे वो ये फ्री दे या वो फ्री दे, चाहे कैसे भी हो, प्रिंसिपली इसमें क्या इशू है और ये शरिया कंप्लायंट क्यों नहीं है और हमें इससे क्यों बचना चाहिए, ये हम आज समझेंगे। लेट्स फाइंड आउट व्हाई इट इज नॉट हलाल। लेट्स मूव ऑन। हलाल तरीके से सोना खरीदने की दलीलें क्या हैं, इसकी शराइतें क्या हैं, व्हाट आर द कंडीशंस एज टू हाउ a gold and silver purchase can become Sharia compliant. So why most gold jewelry schemes are not halal? Sharia requires two things in the purchase of gold and silver. याद रखिए ये जो रूल्स है ये चांदी और सोने दोनों के ऊपर है, तो सोना और चांदी दोनों के ऊपर है। फॉर ईज ऑफ कन्वीनियंस आज हम लोग गोल्ड के बारे में बात करेंगे, सेम रूल्स चांदी के लिए भी एप्लीकेबल हैं, और बहुत सारी चीजें और कुछ चीजें हैं जिसके ऊपर भी ये एप्लीकेबल है, बट क्योंकि हम लोग फोकस्ड है सोना और चांदी के ऊपर, ऑन गोल्ड, especially on gold, because the product is only gold on Islamicly platform. We will stick to taking the example of gold. So condition number 1, sale should be at current prevailing market price at the time of actual sale. इसका क्या मतलब है कि अगर आपने गोल्ड खरीदना है या बेचना है, इसको आपने इंस्टेंटली जब आज की जो प्राइस है उस प्राइस पे बेचना है. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूं कि आप गोल्ड को आज की प्राइस पर कैसे हाउ डू यू गेट टू दैट टुडेज प्राइस is something that is between you and the buyer. If you're the seller, it is between the seller and the buyer, to be very simple. Simple enough. गोल्ड की स्पॉट प्राइस आती है मार्केट में, गोल्ड की स्पॉट प्राइस अवेलेबल होती है इंटरनेट पे, जहां से आपको पता चलता है कि आज का प्राइस क्या है. दूसरे वर्ड्स में मैं ये बताऊं कि आज अगर आपने प्राइस फिक्स करी, सेल आपने बाद में किया, ये इसकी इजाजत नहीं है. वेरी वेरी सिंपल. आज की प्राइस में ही गोल्ड खरीदना है और गोल्ड बेचना है. आज आपने प्राइस फिक्स किया और आगे फ्यूचर में आपने बेचा, ये इसकी इजाजत शरीयत नहीं देता. दूसरी बात, सेलर शुड गिव पोजेशन ऑफ गोल्ड एंड द बायर शुड हैव टेकन पोजेशन इमीडिएटली एट द टाइम ऑफ सेल. इसका मतलब ये है कि अगर जब गोल्ड खरीदा और बेचा जाए, इस ट्रांजैक्शन को कंप्लीट करने के लिए फिजिकल डिलीवरी, पोजेशन लेना, और सेलर को पोजेशन देना चाहिए और बायर को पोजेशन लेना चाहिए. इसका मतलब यह है कि अगर आपने सोना खरीदा तो आपकी मिल्कियत में आ जाना चाहिए, आपके पोजेशन में आ जाना चाहिए, आपके हाथ में आ जाना चाहिए, आपके पास आ जाना चाहिए. इसका यह मतलब नहीं कि फिजिकली आपके हाथ में आ जाए, आपकी मिल्कियत में आ जाए, आपकी ओनरशिप में आ जाए, आपको ये बिलोंग करे. इतना अगर आप प्रूव कर सकते हैं, और सेलर के पास ये गोल्ड नहीं रहना चाहिए. तो बहुत ही सिंपल 2 कंडीशंस है. पहली कंडीशन ये है कि आपने गोल्ड को आज की प्राइस में खरीदना है जब आप खरीद रहे हो. इसका दूसरा मतलब ये है कि आज आप प्राइस फिक्स नहीं कर सकते और फ्यूचर में सेल नहीं कर सकते. मतलब सेल जब होगा उसी टाइम की प्राइस यूज होगी, और ये शरीयत की पहली कंडीशन है. दूसरी कंडीशन यहां पर यह है कि जब ये सेल होता है तो जैसी ये सेल हो, गोल्ड शुड गेट एक्सचेंज्ड. दैट मीन्स गोल्ड दिया जाए और पैसा सेलर को भिजवा दिया जाए. द ट्रांजैक्शन शुड हैव बीन कंप्लीटेड इन वन सिटिंग, इन वन प्लेस, एंड should be delivered to the buyer by the seller, and the price of it should be discharged to the seller at the same time. बहुत ही सिंपल कंडीशंस है. अब ये 2 कंडीशंस हम लोग देखेंगे कि ये आपकी गोल्ड ज्वेलरी सेविंग स्कीम पर एप्लीकेबल है या नहीं. So let's understand through a very simple example. So step 1 क्या होता है? गोल्ड ज्वेलरी सेविंग स्कीम में यू पे अ मंथली इंस्टॉलमेंट फॉर 11 months. इसेंशियली ये 10, 11, 12 महीने की होती है. 11 महीने के ऊपर की ये इंस्टॉलमेंट्स कभी नहीं होती. इसका भी एक टेक्निकल रीजन है, बट ये टेक्निकल रीजन पे हम लोग जाते नहीं है. शरीयत से कोई लेना देना नहीं है उसका, लेकिन ये प्रूव करता है कि ये शरिया नॉन कंप्लायंट है. इसकी दलाइल के ऊपर हम लोग देर में जाते हैं क्योंकि थोड़ा टेक्निकल है, बट सिंपल इनफ. गोल्ड की सेविंग स्कीम यूजुअली 11 महीनों की होती है, 12 महीने की के ऊपर की नहीं होती. क्या करते हैं इसमें? द गोल्ड रेट ऑन द इंस्टॉलमेंट डेट इज फिक्स्ड एंड द अमाउंट ऑफ गोल्ड इन ग्राम्स इज फिक्स्ड. तो मान लीजिए आपकी इंस्टॉलमेंट 1 मार्च को शुरू हो रही है, 10,000 रुपए की इंस्टॉलमेंट है और ये 11 महीने चलेगी. मतलब आप कितने पैसे दोगे? 10,000 multiplied by 11 is 1,10,000 rupees is what you are going to pay to accumulate gold. अब ये गोल्ड अक्यूमुलेट कैसे होता है, ये सेव कैसे होता है? 1 मार्च को अगर आपकी इंस्टॉलमेंट है 10,000 रुपए की है, और मान लीजिए उस दिन का रेट जो ज्वेलर आपको कहता है कि ये मैं आज का ही रेट लगा रहा हूं, तो जो मैंने पहली कंडीशन बताई थी कि रेट आज का ही लगना चाहिए, तो यहां गोल्ड सेविंग स्कीम में भी गोल्ड आज का ही लगता है. बट इससे आपको कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है, इसका रीजन मैं आपको बता रहा हूं. तो अगर 9,000 रुपए आज का रेट है, तो 10,000 रुपीज डिवाइडेड बाय 10,000 डिवाइडेड बाय 9,000, दैट इज प्राइस डिवाइडेड बाय रेट, इज इक्वल टू द अमाउंट ऑफ ग्राम्स ऑफ गोल्ड दैट यू विल गेट. सो 10,000 रुपए अगर आपने दिए और रेट अगर 9,000 है, उस दिन का ही 1 मार्च को ही 9,000 का रेट है, तो आपके पास 1.11 ग्राम आप खरीद सकते हैं। करेक्ट। याद रखिए सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बात, ये आपके लिए एक एंट्री पास हो जाती है गोल्ड ज्वेलर के पास। आपने 10,000 रुपए दिए, आज का रेट 9,000 है, उसने कैलकुलेट किया 10,000 रुपए डिवाइडेड बाय 9,000 इज इक्वल टू 1.11 ग्राम ऑफ गोल्ड। अब ये 1.11 ग्राम ऑफ गोल्ड ये आपके खाते में लिख देगा गोल्ड ज्वेलर जब आपने उसे 10,000 रुपए दिए। मतलब 1 मार्च अब्दुल हादी शेख के अगेंस्ट में 10,000 रुपए लिए गए और इसको देने हैं 1.11 ग्राम ऑफ गोल्ड, क्योंकि आज ही का रेट 9,000 है। अब ये सुनकर आपको लगेगा कि पहली कंडीशन शरिया की मीट हो रही है, बट नहीं हो रही है। पहली ही स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड कंडीशन मीट नहीं हो रही है, क्योंकि मैंने क्या कहा था, और शरीयत ने क्या कहा था, मुझे छोड़ दीजिए। शरीयत ये कहती है कि जिस दिन सेल हो रहा है उसी दिन का रेट लेना है। यहां पर रेट तो लिया गया है 9,000, बट क्या आपके नाम पर सेल हो रहा है? मैं फिर से बोल रहा हूं, आज का रेट तो लिया गया है 9,000 रुपए, जो लेट्स से 1 मार्च का रेट है, पर आज ही के दिन आपको ये 1.11 ग्राम गोल्ड सेल किया जा रहा है। वही मैंने नीचे लिखा है, नो सेल ऑफ गोल्ड टेक्स प्लेस, जस्ट द प्राइस इज फिक्स्ड एंड द इंस्टॉलमेंट अमाउंट इज कंसिडर्ड एज एडवांस पेड फॉर फ्यूचर गोल्ड परचेज. Gold jeweler in his books will account for this as advances paid by Abdul Hadi for a future purchase of gold. And what is that value? What is that amount? That amount is 1.11 ग्राम. इसका मतलब यह है कि आज की प्राइस ली गई और फ्यूचर में सेल किया जाएगा। इसको नॉन शरिया बोला जा सकता है, क्योंकि प्राइस आज की है और सेल आज नहीं हो रहा आपके नाम पर। सिर्फ आपके नाम पे एक एंट्री हो रही है कि आपने मुझे 10,000 रुपए दिए और इसके बदले 1.11 ग्राम ऑफ गोल्ड इज एलोकेटेड टू यू। कोई सेल नहीं हुआ। जब सेल नहीं हुआ तो मतलब प्राइस कैसे फिक्स कर दी गई? शरिया क्या कहता है कि जिस दिन सेल हुआ उसी दिन की प्राइस लेना है। यहां पर प्राइस फिक्स कर दी गई पहले से, सेल फ्यूचर में होगा। इसका मतलब ये शरिया की कंडीशन वायलेट करता है। ये सबसे पहली कंडीशन वायलेट करता है। सो यहां पर इशू क्या है? This 1.11 grams of gold is not sold to you. You are not the owner, as sale will happen later at scheme end date after 11 months. मतलब जब आपकी स्कीम खत्म होगी तब आपको सेल किया जाएगा। उस दिन आपको जीएसटी की इनवॉइस मिलेगी, उस दिन आपको सेल का इनवॉइस मिलेगा। उससे पहले आपकी कोई ओनरशिप नहीं बनती उस पीस ऑफ गोल्ड में। अगर आप ये गोल्ड ज्वेलर को जाकर कहेंगे कि मेरा 1.11 ग्राम गोल्ड मुझे दे दीजिए, ठीक है, वो गोल्ड ज्वेलर अगर वो बैंक्रप्सी में चला जाए, अगर वो बैंक्रप्ट हो जाए, तो आपको 1.11 ग्राम गोल्ड नहीं मिलेगा। आपको 10,000 रुपए के बदले में जितना बचा कुचा है वो मिलेगा। गोल्ड आपको नहीं मिलेगा, क्योंकि आपने गोल्ड खरीदा ही नहीं। दैट मीन्स issue number 1 is you are not the owner, as sale will happen later at scheme end date after 11 months. Simple as that. Secondly, it is not delivered to you. जब सेल ही नहीं हुआ तो आपको डिलीवर क्यों करेंगे? So it is, since it is not in your possession, both the above conditions violate Sharia rules of buying gold. Simple and straightforward. क्योंकि सेल नहीं हुआ इसीलिए आपको पोजेशन भी नहीं मिला। जब आपको पोजेशन नहीं मिला तो इट वायलेट्स द सेकंड कंडीशन ऑफ शरिया इन टर्म्स ऑफ गोल्ड, कि जब आप गोल्ड खरीदो या बेचो इंस्टेंट पोजेशन आपको मिलना चाहिए। सेकंड थिंग इज, ये थोड़ा लेसर इविल मामला है, बट ज्वेलर पेज, जब आप ये स्कीम में जाते हो तो ज्वेलर पेज द 12th month इंस्टॉलमेंट एज अ बोनस और ऑफर्स डिस्काउंट्स ऑन मेकिंग चार्जेस और सम अदर डिस्काउंट इज व्हाट द ज्वेलर ऑफर्स। द इंस्टॉलमेंट्स पेड टू द ज्वेलर is an advance of money against future purchase of gold. जैसे मैंने प्रीवियस स्लाइड में बताया कि आप जब 10,000 रुपए दे रहे हो तो इसके अगेंस्ट में गोल्ड आपको नहीं मिल रहा है, वो ट्रांजैक्शन ही नहीं हुआ। यहां पर क्या हो रहा है? यहां पर आपने एडवांस दिया है, आपने पैसा लोन किया है अपने ज्वेलर को। जब आपने पैसा लोन किया है अपने ज्वेलर को, एनी रिटर्न और बेनिफिट रिसीव्ड ऑन एडवांसेस ऑफ मनी इज कंसिडर्ड एज इंटरेस्ट, hence it is not compliant. जब आपने किसी को पैसा दिया उसके बदले आपको कोई बेनिफिट मिल रहा है कि आपको मेकिंग चार्जेस कम हो जाएं या आपको कोई डिस्काउंट मिल जाए, वो भी गोल्ड ज्वेलरी पे, ठीक है, यहां पर दिस डिस्काउंट और दिस इंसेंटिव विल बी कंसिडर्ड इन द एरिया ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, क्योंकि ये किसके ऊपर मिल रहा है? ये गोल्ड के ऊपर नहीं मिल रहा है, ये पैसे के ऊपर मिल रहा है, जो पैसा आपने जो ज्वेलर को दिया। तो यहाँ पे दो इश्यूज है शरिया की, तीन इश्यूज है शरिया की। पहली कि जिस दिन गोल्ड सेल हो रहा है उस दिन का रेट नहीं लिया जा रहा है। जब आपके नाम पर गोल्ड का रेट फिक्स किया गया उस दिन सेल हुआ ही नहीं, दैट्स मीन इट इज नॉट शरिया कंप्लायंट। और तीसरी कंडीशन जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट कंडीशन थी वो ये थी कि जब आपको गोल्ड सेल ही नहीं किया गया, आपके पोजेशन में वो गोल्ड आया ही नहीं। जब आपके पोजेशन में गोल्ड आया ही नहीं तो वन ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट कंडीशंस ऑफ कंज्यूम ऑफ द गोल्ड सेल ट्रांजैक्शन इज पोजेशन। तो ये भी नहीं हुआ। और चौथी चीज जो ये स्लाइड पे दी गई है कि जब आप गोल्ड ज्वेलरी स्कीम में पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं, आपको जो बेनिफिट मिलता है अपार्ट फ्रॉम द गोल्ड, जो बेनिफिट मिलता है दैट बेनिफिट विल बी इन दी realm ऑफ इंटरेस्ट, क्योंकि ये बेनिफिट आपको गोल्ड पर नहीं मिला, ये बेनिफिट आपको पैसा देने पर मिला जिसके अगेंस्ट में आपने कुछ नहीं खरीदा अभी। दैट मीन्स यू हैव लेंट द मनी टू दी ज्वेलर एंड द ज्वेलर has offered to give you certain benefits on top of the monies that you lent him, not the sale of gold that he intends to do to you and you intend to take, but it is not been done as of now. So at the end of the scheme, the grams fixed on installment dates are added up. At the end of the scheme, accumulated grams of gold is sold and physically delivered to the customer. So ऐसे ही 1 मार्च को 10,000 रुपए आपने दिए, 9,000 मान लीजिए रेट है, आपके ग्राम बन गए 1.11। ये 1.11 ग्राम आपको सेल नहीं हुआ, आपको डिलीवर भी नहीं हुआ। वैसे ही 1 अप्रैल को आपने फिर 10,000 रुपए दिए, मान लीजिए 1 अप्रैल का रेट 9,300 है। तो बहुत गोल्ड ज्वेलर्स आपको कंफ्यूज करने की कोशिश करेंगे अनइंटेंशनली कि हम तो लाइव रेट ही दे रहे हैं, हम तो आज का ही रेट दे रहे हैं, तो आप क्यों डर रहे हो? लेकिन यहाँ पे क्योंकि सेल नहीं हो रहा है, दैट मीन्स शरिया कंडीशन गेट्स वायलेटेड कंप्लीटली। तो 9,300 का रेट लिया गया, फिर इसके बदले में 1.08 ग्राम्स गोल्ड मिल गया। अब वैसे ही चलती जाएगी तरतीब, ऐसे ही चलता जाएगा। सो ऑन 1st of May you will again pay an installment of 10,000. The gold rate on the day of 1st of May will be, let's say, assuming 9,500, you will be eligible to get 1.05 grams of gold. Now let's say the scheme runs for 3 months, for a shorter example. Add up 1.11, 1.08 and 1.05. It will become 3.24 grams of gold. On the first, let's say the scheme is going on for only 3 months. On the 1st of May, you will be offered to take home 3.24 grams of gold and given some discounts on making charges and the other value addition charges, as they call it, wastage charges, making charges, stone charges, whatever, enhancement charges. There are so many charges these guys make. Some discounts will be given on that, or some waivers will be given on that, or some jewelers also give an additional amount of gold. All of these additions is considered in the realm of interest. They are considered as interest. Hence, it is not permissible to go ahead in such schemes. Another view on this is that this 3.24 grams of gold is not sold on 1st of March, is not sold on 1st of April. It is sold on 1st of May. But a part of this 3.24 grams of gold, the price was fixed in, as you can see, 9,000 was fixed on 1st of March, which is not the sale date. 9,300 for another 1.08 grams was fixed on 1st of April, which is not the sell date. For the 1.05 grams, which is the last installment that you have to pay, 9,500 was the rate to be fixed, which is the sell date. So the amounts used and the grams used for all the transactions before the sell date will make your investment Sharia non-compliant. So ultimately what I'm trying to say over here is there are a lot of issues in the gold jewelry savings scheme with every jeweler. Please do not go ahead and consume this kind of products because it is clearly in violation of Sharia. Clearly in violation of Sharia. इसके बारे में ज्यादा बात नहीं होती, लेकिन it is equivalent to an interest-based transaction. Remember, gold, silver is equal to currency, is equal to money, is equal to the dollar, is equal to the rupees, it is equal to the AEDs, is equal to the Turkish lira. Gold, silver and currency is treated equally in the light of Sharia. इट इज एज गुड एज आपने ज्वेलर को पैसे दिए, ज्वेलर ने आपके पैसे रखे सेफ कस्टडी में, इसके अगेंस्ट में एक एंट्री आपको दे दी बस कि आपको इतने इतने ग्राम गोल्ड मिल जाएंगे फ्यूचर में। इसके लिए वो आपको एक बेनिफिट स्कीम ऑफर करता है, जहां पर आपको स्कीम के एंड में आपको एक एडवांटेज मिलता है। ये एडवांटेज आपको पैसे के अगेंस्ट मिला है, दैट मीन्स इट इज नॉट कंप्लायंट। गोल्ड आपने जो खरीदा वो गोल्ड खरीदना भी नाजायज हो गया, अन इस्लामिक हो गया, क्योंकि आपने ये गोल्ड के प्राइसेस सेल के डेट से पहले ही फिक्स कर दी। इसीलिए ये स्कीम नॉन कंप्लायंट है। अभी मैं यहां से शॉर्ट करने की कोशिश करूंगा क्योंकि मैंने बहुत टाइम स्पेंड कर दिया आपको बहुत क्लियरली रिपीट ये बात बता के कि इश्यूज कहां पे है। तो गोल्ड ज्वेलरी सेविंग स्कीम द शरिया कंसर्न्स आर, मैं समराइज कर रहा हूं यहां पे। गोल्ड प्राइस इज फिक्स्ड बिफोर परचेज, जैसे मैंने बताया। तो शरिया डज नॉट अलाउ प्री फिक्स्ड gold prices. Price should be fixed on the date of sale. No actual sale takes place each month. The day you pay your installment, sale does not happen on that day. You do not get a tax invoice. Money is just lent to the jeweler. Buyer does not take possession immediately. 1st of March, 1st of April, 1st of May. 1st of March को आपने पे किया, आपको कोई possession नहीं मिला, आपको कोई गोल्ड ज्वेलरी नहीं मिली, कोई गोल्ड भी नहीं मिला आपको। 1st of May को आपने पे किया, आपको कोई गोल्ड ज्वेलरी आपके हाथ में नहीं आई, वो वहीं पड़ी है, आपके नाम पर भी नहीं है, वो ज्वेलर के पास ही पड़ी है। आपके नाम पर सिर्फ एक एंट्री है कि आपको इतना गोल्ड मिल जाएगा और आपके इतने पैसे मैंने पकड़ लिए। Buyer does not take possession immediately. Sharia law requires instant ownership of gold and silver when doing a transaction. So what is the Islamically 24K real gold? इसका सोल्यूशन क्या है? हमने जब ये देखा कि मार्केट में बहुत सारी स्कीमें ऐसी चल रही हैं, या तो वो पॉन्जी हैं, ठीक है, या तो वो पॉन्जी हैं कि भाई कोई गोल्ड नहीं है, कोई लेटर पोजेशन नहीं है, कोई लेटर सेल भी नहीं है, भैया पैसा लेना है और भाग जाना है। या तो ये स्कीमें चल रही हैं गोल्ड के नाम पर, या तो दूसरी स्कीमें चल रही है जो बड़े रेप्यूटेड ब्रांडेड स्टोर्स हैं, या आपकी गली कूचे में जो आपका जाना पहचाना ज्वेलर है। इसके बारे में मैंने जाना पहचाना ज्वेलर इसलिए कह रहा हूं कि भाई आपने जब पैसे दे दिए ज्वेलर को, अगर वो ज्वेलर चला गया, भाग गया, आपके पास कोई राइट नहीं बनता अनलेस सिर्फ ये राइट कि मैंने उसको उधार दिया था। आप ये नहीं कह सकते कि मैंने उससे गोल्ड खरीदा था। जब आप कहेंगे कि मैंने उससे गोल्ड खरीदा था, तो इन्वेस्टिगेशन अथॉरिटीज, पुलिस अथॉरिटीज, कोर्ट एंड द लॉ विल आस्क यू कि आप प्रूफ ऑफ ओनरशिप दिखाइए, जो आपका टैक्स इनवॉइस है। जीएसटी 3% लगता है गोल्ड पे इंडिया में, ये 3% गोल्ड आपको की इनवॉइस आपको दिखानी पड़ेगी। ये आपके पास है नहीं, क्योंकि उसने इनवॉइस दी नहीं आपको, और वो दे भी नहीं सकता क्योंकि उसने आपको गोल्ड सेल ही नहीं किया। सिंपल एज दैट। Islamically 24K real gold is a digital gold program, बट इसमें सारी शरिया की कंडीशंस मीट होती है। यहाँ पे स्पॉट प्राइस बेस्ड है, यू कैन सी द प्राइस, आज का जो प्राइस है वही प्राइस आपको दिखाई देगी, एंड दिस इज फॉर 24 कैरेट 99.99% प्योरिटी। Please remember, it is 24 carat, 99.99% pure. That means it is the highest purity. Gold jewelry जो बनती है वो usually 22 से या 18 से या 21 कैरेट से बनती है, जहां पर प्योरिटी भी 99.99 नहीं रहती। प्योरिटी इज 99.50। BIS हॉलमार्क के अलग स्टैंडर्ड्स है, और दुनिया में अलग अलग गोल्ड ज्वेलरी स्कीम्स की अलग अलग स्टैंडर्ड्स है, और रिटेलर्स की भी अलग अलग स्टैंडर्ड्स है, बट BIS इज द स्टैंडर्ड इन इंडिया दैट इज यूजुअली फॉलोड। ज्वेलरी इज ऑफ अ लिटिल इम्प्योर अमाउंट ऑफ गोल्ड, या तो 18 कैरेट की बनेगी, या तो 22 की बनेगी, या 21 की भी बनेगी। 24 कैरेट गोल्ड में बहुत कम ज्वेलरी बनती है, एक्सेप्ट वेरी सॉलिड रिंग्स, वेरी सॉलिड चेन्स, ठीक है। ये ज्वेलरी 24 कैरेट में बनती है। हम जो गोल्ड प्रोवाइड करा रहे हैं वो इंटरनेशनली सर्टिफाइड 24 कैरेट गोल्ड 99.99% प्योर है, और ये फिजिकल है, ये सिर्फ एंट्रीज नहीं है, फिजिकल है। सो इंस्टेंट, द सेकंड पॉइंट इज एग्जैक्टली दैट, इंस्टेंट परचेज एंड ओनरशिप। Sale of gold is executed immediately and you get a tax invoice right then and there. As soon as you come to Islamicly 24K real gold platform, first of all, it is free. There is no membership required. There is no subscription required. You can just go ahead and buy it as just as a transaction. There is no need to register or any of those things. Yes, there is some amount of KYC that we will require, but not for the minimum amounts of purchases. At a future point in time, we require certain KYCs as well. Instantly, when you buy this transaction on the Islamicly platform, what happens is the seller sends the jeweler gold to an agent appointed by you. Let's say I am the buyer. I come to Islamicly 24K real gold platform. I say that I want to buy 100 rupees worth of gold. Yes, you can start with only 100 rupees. It's fractional as well. बहुत कम दाम से आप शुरू कर सकते हैं. आप 100 रुपए से भी शुरू कर सकते हैं. You pay 100 rupees and you will get an equal amount of grams worth 100 rupees. The complete tax breakup will be shown कि भाई इसमें क्या charges लग रही हैं आपको, क्या रेट यूज किया गया. ये रेट आप वेरीफाई कर सकते हैं इंटरनेट पे भी कि ये स्पॉट प्राइस है या नहीं. ये यूजुअली स्पॉट प्राइस होता है. थोड़ा आगे पीछे लैग हो सकता है बिटवीन देयर प्राइसिंग एंड आवर प्राइसिंग, बट इट इज एट स्पॉट प्राइस दैट इज गिवन. जैसे ही आपने इसको परचेज किया, आपके नाम पर इनवॉइस आ गई. जैसे आपके नाम पर इनवॉइस आ गई, जो सेलर है आपका, लेट्स से आपने 1 ग्राम गोल्ड खरीदा, 1 ग्राम गोल्ड ये आपके एजेंट को दे देता है जो मैंने अपॉइंट किया है. जब आप बाय करते हो तो यहाँ पे आप कॉन्सेंट भी देते हो कि आप एक एजेंट को अपॉइंट करें. वो एजेंट सेलर से अपना पोजेशन गोल्ड का ले लेता है आपके बिहाफ पर. सो हु इज दिस एजेंट? This agent is a very reputed international vault handler. This vault handler is called Brinks. Brinks एक international US listed $4 billion enterprise है. एक स्लाइड मैंने डाली है उनके ऊपर. ये आपका गोल्ड होल्ड करता है. ठीक है, इसकी सेफ्टी सिक्योरिटीज के बारे में भी मैं बात करूंगा. शरिया के बारे में बात कर लेते हैं. इस्लामिकली 24 कैरेट 99.9% गोल्ड की कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है कि प्राइस इज स्पॉट, इंस्टेंट डिलीवरी भी अवेलेबल है. ये दोनों कंडीशंस एड अप होती हैं और इट मेक्स इट इनटू अ शरिया कंप्लायंट प्रोडक्ट. सिंपल एंड स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड. अब आप ये सवाल पूछेंगे कि मुझे तो फिजिकल डिलीवरी नहीं मिली, तो सेकंड कंडीशन कैसे फुलफिल हो रही है? जैसे मैंने बताया, जब आप खरीदते हो आप एक अपना वकील अपॉइंट करते हो, अपना एजेंट अपॉइंट करते हो, और ये कॉन्सेंट बेसिस पे है. आप मेरे ऐप पर जाएंगे तो आपको पॉजिटिव कॉन्सेंट देना पड़ेगा. ये पीछे से नहीं होता, आपको देना पड़ेगा कॉन्सेंट, और ये मैंडेटरी है. जब आपने कॉन्सेंट दिया तो ब्रिंक्स एक वॉल्टिंग कंपनी, एक तिजोरी मैनेज करने वाली कंपनी, छोटी मोटी तिजोरी नहीं, इतने कमरों के बड़े बड़े तिजोरियां होती होती, और ये एजेंट आपका सेलर से गोल्ड डिलीवरी ले लेता है और ये गोल्ड आपके नाम पर स्टोर करता है. ये गोल्ड जो वॉल्टर के पास है, जो तिजोरी में अब रखा गया, आपके एजेंट ने रखा है, ये गोल्ड आपके नाम पर है, आपकी ओनरशिप में है. आप चाहें इसे कभी भी सेल कर सकते हैं. इस्लामिकली ऐप के ऊपर इंस्टेंट सेल हो जाएगा और आपके अकाउंट में पैसा आ जाएगा. सेकेंडली, ये गोल्ड आप फिजिकली अपने घर मंगवा सकते हैं इन द फॉर्म ऑफ कॉइन्स. इस्लामिकली ऐप पर आप डिलीवरी ऑप्शन दबाएंगे तो वो डिलीवरी ऑप्शन से आप कॉइन्स चूज कर सकते हैं. ये कॉइन्स आपके घर पे आते हैं. जो चार्जेस वहां पे दिए गए वो कोरियर एंड इंश्योरेंस के चार्जेस है. इन अ फुल्ली सिक्योर्ड मैनर ये गोल्ड कॉइन आपके घर आ जाएगा. सिंपल एंड स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड. नेक्स्ट वेबिनार में आई विल ऑल्सो प्रोबेबली ट्राई एंड गेट सम डिलीवरीज एंड शो यू द गोल्ड कॉइन. We have done all of these at the back end, but I just missed to get that gold coin to show it to you. But doesn't matter. It's a fully secured process. So Islamically 24 karat gold is a very efficient way of buying gold. At the same time, it is Sharia compliant as well. I'll take the questions as we move along. So instantly your gold is owned by you, possessed by you through your agent, and not in the possession of the seller. That means ये 100% gold आपकी ownership में ही है. Stored in secured vaults. So gold is physically owned by you, but stored in secured Brinks vaults, who is your delivery agent. So यहाँ पे Brinks का लोगो भी मैं आपको नेक्स्ट स्लाइड पे दिखा दूंगा ताकि आपको ये समझ आए कि ये लोगो इज अ वेरी पॉपुलर एंटरप्राइज. ये Brinks जो कंपनी है, यही कंपनी आपने देखा होगा एटीएम्स में पैसा भरने के काम करती है. बैंक्स अपना कैश इनके पास रखते हैं, बैंक्स अपना भी सोना इनके पास ही रखते हैं. There are many international and local banks in India which keep their gold and their possessions, their valuable possessions, with these international vaulting companies जो professional vault manage करते हैं. And Indian banks also go ahead and trust these guys. It's a Sharia compliant process. So no deferred possession and ownership or prefixed pricing. Future में possession मिलेगा, आज प्राइस फिक्स कर लेते हैं. ये सब कहानियां नहीं है. 24K रियल गोल्ड विच इज ऑफर्ड बाय इस्लामिकली, यहाँ पे पूरी शरीयत की कंडीशंस मीट हो रही है. Full transparency is available because you receive a tax invoice in your name for each purpose. This is 100% safe because your gold is 100% safe and is outside the bankruptcy issues of your vault company, Brinks, as well as that of Islamicly. तो चाहे Islamicly डूब जाए, अल्लाह ना करे, चाहे ये ब्रिंक्स कंपनी डूब जाए एज अ वॉल्टिंग कंपनी, ये बैंकरप्ट हो जाए, डज नॉट मैटर. आपका गोल्ड इनके पोजेशन में है एज एन एजेंट. इनका कोई राइट नहीं बनता आपके गोल्ड के ऊपर. जब भी आप मांगे या आपके गोल्ड को बेच के आपको प्राइस दे देंगे. वो प्राइस इस्लामिकली ऐप पर लाइव दी गई है, सेल प्राइस ऑल्सो. सेकंड ऑप्शन इज, जब आप चाहें इसकी डिलीवरी मुझे मिल जाए, इसकी डिलीवरी भी वो आपको पहुंचा देंगे. डिलीवरी चार्जेस होंगी जो ट्रांसपेरेंटली दिए गई हैं आपके प्लेटफॉर्म के ऊपर ही. इसमें इंश्योरेंस एंड डिलीवरी चार्जेस इंक्लूडेड है. चाहे ब्रिंक्स डूब जाए या इस्लामिकली डूब जाए, आपका गोल्ड आपके नाम पर सेफ है. आप शुरुआत करें छोटे छोटे अमाउंट से. आप 100 रुपीज से शुरुआत करें, आप 200 रुपीज से शुरुआत करें. आप देखें, फिर आप चाहें तो 1 ग्राम तक अक्यूमुलेट करें गोल्ड. फिर 1 ग्राम गोल्ड आप घर मंगवाइए, अपना एड्रेस डालिए, अपना डिलीवरी चार्जेस पे करिए और अपने घर मंगवाइए. जब आपके घर पर ये 1 ग्राम गोल्ड का कॉइन आ जाए, तब आपको तसल्ली भी हो जाए कि दिस इज अ जेन्युइन प्रोडक्ट. दिस इज द सेम प्लेटफॉर्म. At the back end, it is also being used by lots and lots of reputed companies. I can name tens of them. I mean, I may be wrong, but many of the digital gold companies in India are using the same platform at the back end. What Islamicly has done is that ensure that the conditions of Sharia are met in those platforms. So it is a very reputed company that we are using at the back end. As you can see, the vaulting company is also very reputed. You can get the coins delivered to your house and you can go to any jeweler and check the purity of these gold coins. If you find any issue, there is a customer support process which can help you get the understanding of if you have any concerns. Purity is guaranteed, inshallah. Safety is guaranteed, inshallah. Sharia compliance is guaranteed, inshallah. Price is the most efficient price, and this could be the way that Muslims can shift from gold jewelry saving schemes to a digital gold through a 24K real gold platform using the digital gold infrastructure which the Indian environment or the Indian economy offers. There is no government involvement in this except the taxation part, wherein you have to ensure that the 3% GST is paid, which we ensure it is collected from your payments. Let's compare gold jewelry scheme versus Islamicly 24K real gold. Thank you for putting the questions. I will take those questions in just about 10 minutes or less. I think 5 minutes. I'm almost through with my slides over here. Gold jewelry schemes are definitely non-compliant. Islamically 24 karat gold is Sharia compliant. Why? Price is fixed in advance. With the gold jewelry schemes, yes, it is fixed in advance. That is why it is non-compliant. In the Islamically 24K real gold, price is at spot. That's why it is compliant. Does the gold jewelry saving scheme offer you instant ownership? It does not give you instant ownership. Gold is given after 11 months or at the end of your scheme. In the Islamicly platform, gold is given instantly. It is collected by your agent and stored by your agent. That means there is physical possession in your name instantly. Definitely, Islamically 24K real gold is Sharia compliant, and the gold schemes offered by jewelers is not compliant. Is the invoice issued at the time of installment? No installment is issued. On the 1st of March in that example, in the 1st of May, no tax invoices were issued because they were just installments. Whenever you pay any amount for the Islamically 24K real gold, you're actually paying to buy the gold and you get a tax invoice right then and there from the seller itself. Security, the buyer has to arrange your own security. If you take this jewelry from the gold jeweler, you have to bring it to your house and store it, and it is your responsibility. In the Islamicly platform, there is no such requirement because it is stored in a secured vault by a globally reputed, internationally listed, internationally operator of a secured gold vault, which is trusted by a lot of Indian banks as well to manage their cash balances, as well to manage the cash holdings, as well as to manage their gold holdings as well. So it's the same vault company that we are using. Minimum investment amount. That's the area of concern. Gold jewelry savings schemes usually require a minimum amount of, let's say, 5,000 or 10,000 or 15,000. These may not be very suitable for every individual. Islamically, 24K real gold program starts on a fractional basis as well, starting as low as ₹100. तो यहाँ पर आप सेव कर सकते हैं गोल्ड में as small as only ₹100 से। ₹100 का गोल्ड आप खरीद सकते हैं जी। 2 कप चाय या 3 कप चाय के बराबर पैसों में आप सोना खरीद सकते हैं और डेली खरीद सकते हैं। इसकी आप स्कीम लगा दीजिए, डेली डेबिट हो जाएगा, मंथली डेबिट हो जाएगा, वीकली डेबिट हो जाएगा आपके अकाउंट में, कोई एक्स्ट्रा चार्जेस नहीं लगेंगे और आपके लिए गोल्ड रियल प्राइसेस पे, स्पॉट प्राइसेस पे जमा होता जाएगा। जैसे कि आप देख रहे हैं जबरदस्त बढ़ापन आया है, ये पूरे बढ़ाव आया है ये पूरे गोल्ड प्रोग्राम में। जब हमने शुरू किया था अक्टूबर लास्ट ईयर में, तो हमने देखा था कि प्राइस वाज समवेयर अराउंड 7,600, आज प्राइस 9,000 टच कर चुकी है। मेरे अपने पर्सनल इन्वेस्टमेंट्स इसमें has gone up by about 9.6% in the last 4 months. Just in the last 4 months, 9.6% is my personal investment which has gone up in gold. So this is the most efficient way of buying gold and definitely the only Sharia compliant manner in which you can buy gold. Apart from आप gold jeweler के पास जाएं, पैसे दें, गोल्ड खरीद लें, ये शरिया कंप्लायंट है। ये स्कीम वाली जो काम है, स्कीम वाले कामों में ये इश्यूज हैं जो मैंने आपके सामने स्क्रीन पर रखे हैं और यही इश्यूज शरिया के मुताबिक इस्लामिकली ने सॉल्व किया है और आपको मुहैया करवाया है इस्लामिकली 24K रियल गोल्ड। So what is Islamically 24K real gold? It's a Sharia compliant way to invest in real gold. You can buy at spot price and own it instantly. It is stored in brinks for your safety. You can sell or withdraw anytime in cash, coins, or you can get a jewelry made also. So there's a partnership between us and Tanishq as well. कि अगर आपके पास जो गोल्ड ग्राम्स जमा हुए हैं, अगर आप तनिष्क में जाएंगे तो वहां पर जो भी आप ज्वेलरी सेलेक्ट करेंगे, जो भी उसका वैल्यू होगा, आपकी गोल्ड वॉल्ट में, इस्लामिकली के गोल्ड वॉल्ट में जो आपका वैल्यू होगा वो माइनस हो जाएगा। आपने सिर्फ अपना मोबाइल नंबर देना है और वहां पे एक ओटीपी आएगा, वो ओटीपी देना है। सो यू कैन ईदर सेल इट और यू कैन गेट अ डिलीवरी ऑफ इट थ्रू कॉइन्स ऑफ प्योर गोल्ड और यू कैन गेट इट कन्वर्टेड इनटू ज्वेलरी। जो भी ज्वेलरी का कॉस्ट होगा, जो भी आपको ज्वेलर बताएगा, लेट्स से 1 लाख रुपए आपका गोल्ड ज्वेलरी का कॉस्ट है, उसमें गोल्ड का कॉस्ट लेट्स से 60,000 है, मेकिंग चार्जेस 40,000 है, जो भी है, टोटल मिला के 1 लाख हो गया। आपने इस्लामिकली प्लेटफॉर्म से जो गोल्ड खरीदा है, अक्यूमुलेट किया है, उसकी वैल्यू मान लीजिए 70,000 रुपीज है, वहां पे दिखा रही है 70,000 रुपीज माइनस हो जाएगी 1 लाख रुपए में से और आपको 30,000 रुपए दे के आपकी गोल्ड ज्वेलरी आप तनिष्क से ले सकते हैं। ये हमारा पार्टनरशिप है तनिष्क के साथ। And that's why there are no making charges and there are no hidden charges, क्योंकि इस्लामिकली गोल्ड पे कोई मेकिंग चार्जेस लगना नहीं है क्योंकि वो प्योर गोल्ड है। जब आप ज्वेलरी में कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो वहां पे ज्वेलरी एंड वहां पे मेकिंग चार्जेस जरूर लगेंगे। हाँ, ये शरिया कंप्लायंट है या नहीं, ये सर्टिफिकेट आपको इस्लामिकली प्लेटफॉर्म पे मिल जाएगा। हमारा कोई भी प्रोडक्ट बिना शरिया कमेटी के रिव्यू के नहीं आता। It has gone through the highest rated Sharia review in the world, I would say, because we believe our scholars are one of the most reputed Sharia scholars and one of the most experienced Islamic finance Sharia scholars. I repeat, Islamic finance Sharia scholars, because they've had this expertise in this space and in this domain for the last 30 to 40 years. This certificate is available on the Islamicly platform as well as on the mobile app. Last slide on who is the agent who is holding your gold. This is the agent who is holding your gold. The gold is stored in world-class secured vaults maintained by Brinks. It's a New York Stock Exchange listed $4 billion enterprise. The Brinks company is a leading global provider of cash and valuables management. So they manage cash and they also manage valuables, which is gold and silver. And they provide digital retail solutions and ATM managed services. जैसे मैंने कहा कि ATM में भी पैसा भरने का काम यही लोग ही करते हैं because they are very reputed. And their customers include financial institutions जैसे कि banks हो गए, retailers जैसे gold jewelers हो गए, government agencies जैसे government agency जिसको gold manage करना है या government documents है वो manage करना है, mints का मतलब जो factories है जहाँ पे gold बनता है या gold jewelry बनती है या purify होती है उसे mints कहते हैं, jewelers जो jewelry बनाते हैं and other commercial operations. Our network of operations is in 51 countries. So this is a very reputed agent that we are using. They are available in 51 countries and they serve customers in more than 100 countries. So 51 countries में ये registered है और customers of 100 countries work with them as well. So it is one of the world's largest network of vaulting and it is very reputed. As you can see, 100 plus countries where customers have been served. 16,000 armored vehicles जो दिखती है ना एटीएम में भरने वाली मशीन गाड़ियां, इनके पास 16,000 वैसी गाड़ियां आर्मर्ड व्हीकल्स हैं. 1,300 फैसिलिटीज हैं, मतलब 1,300 वॉल्ट्स होंगी इनके पास दुनिया के हर कोने में. 51 कंट्रीज जहां पे फिजिकल इनके वॉल्ट्स हैं और 68,000 एम्प्लॉइज हैं. इट इज अ फेयरली लार्ज ऑपरेशन एंड ये कोई फ्लाई बाय नाइट ऑपरेटर नहीं है. इस्लामिकली भी इंशाल्लाह कोई फ्लाई बाय नाइट ऑपरेटर नहीं है. हमने बहुत मेहनत करके ये स्कीम निकाली है ताकि हमारे मुसलमान औरतें, भाइयों और बहनों और माएं ये जो गोल्ड ज्वेलरी स्कीम्स हैं इससे बचें और इस्लामिकली 24 के गोल्ड में पार्टिसिपेट करें. एक तो ये एफिशिएंट है. एफिशिएंट का मतलब इसमें कोई एक्स्ट्रा चार्जेस नहीं है. दूसरी बात इसमें ये है कि आपने गोल्ड को सेव करना है शरिया कंप्लायंट मैनर में विदाउट मेकिंग चार्जेस और ज्वेलरी चार्जेस. अगर आपको ज्वेलरी में कन्वर्ट करना है तो आप कॉइन मंगवा लीजिए या आप तनिष्क में चले जाइए और आपने वो कन्वर्ट हो सकता है. लेकिन जब सेव करते हो आप तो आई बिलीव a lot of people also believe that it is best to only get exposure to gold, and that's what we have tried to do. So this is an alternate to gold saving schemes of jewelers, but it may not be an alternate to people who are accessing the gold in the markets, okay, using an ETF platform or an ETN platform. Sharia compliant ETFs in gold are not available in India as of now because they're not certified as Sharia compliant. Hence, to invest in a Sharia compliant gold scheme, I believe this is the only scheme available in India as of now. How to do it? It's a very simple process. आप या तो गोल्ड आप इस्लामिकली ऐप पर चले जाएं और फटाफट आप इसको देख सकते हैं. मैं एक बार स्क्रीन शेयर कर आपको ये दिखा सकता हूं कि हाउ कैन वी गेट टू. Okay, I'm not getting the screen share option today. It's a very simple process. आप इस्लामिकली ऐप डाउनलोड करें या islamicly.com पर जाएं, गोल्ड पर जाएं. वहां पर आप जाकर बहुत ही इजीली गोल्ड खरीद सकते हैं. ये गोल्ड बहुत ही आसान तरीके से खरीद सकते हैं. 3 स्टेप्स है. आपने या तो अमाउंट डाला कि मुझे 100 रुपए का गोल्ड खरीदना है, या आपने ग्राम डाला आपको कितना खरीदना है. फिर आपने बाय नाउ दबाया. जब आप बाय नाउ दबाएंगे इसके बाद आपको अपना मोबाइल नंबर देना है अगर आप फर्स्ट टाइम यूजर है, और आपको एक ओटीपी आएगा. ये मोबाइल नंबर फिक्स्ड है. ये मोबाइल नंबर से सारी ट्रैकिंग होगी कि आप इसके ओनर हैं या नहीं है. तो ये मोबाइल नंबर आप ध्यान से डालें. जब आपने मोबाइल नंबर ओटीपी डाल दिया तो आपको पेमेंट्स पेज पे ले जाएगा. वहां पे आपको क्लियरली ब्रेकअप दिखाएगा 100 रुपए में कितना टैक्स कट गया, कितने ग्राम गोल्ड मिलेंगे और क्या वैल्यू पे मिल रहा है, क्या रेट पे मिल रहा है. जब आप ओके दबाएंगे तब आपको पेमेंट गेटवे पे ले जाएगा. आप एनईएफटी, आरटीजीएस, पेमेंट गेटवे, क्रेडिट कार्ड, डेबिट कार्ड, यूपीआई से भी पेमेंट कर सकते हैं. कैश का कोई काम नहीं है. यहाँ पे हम लोग कैश नहीं लेते बिकॉज वी आर डिजिटल कंपनी. इट हैज टू बी पेड थ्रू ऑनलाइन बैंकिंग चैनल्स. It is safe for you, it is safe for us. We also need to know who is paying because it is very important for us to ensure that there is no money laundering and the source of funds are also very clear. We are ensuring that this is a bank grade product. This is ensured, has the governance of any bank grade product, and hence it has the safest and the highest standards of safety which are humanly possible in this country at this scale. That is what we have given you. You can keep accumulating it by doing one-time purchases. आपको कोई बड़ा सरमाया जमा करने की जरूरत नहीं है कि भाई 5,000 रुपए हो जाए तब मैं जाके गोल्ड खरीदूंगा, 10,000 रुपए हो जाए तब जाके गोल्ड खरीदूंगा. भाई आपका 100 रुपए उससे से खरीद लीजिए. आज का रेट लॉक हो जाएगा आपके लिए और आज के लिए 100 रुपए का इक्विवेलेंट गोल्ड भी आपको मिल जाएगा. जैसे मान लो जी एग्जाम्पल में दिया गया 100 रुपए का 0.0107 गोल्ड मिलेगा, जितना जो एक्चुअल लाइव प्राइस के आसपास है, क्योंकि ये स्लाइड कल ही बनी है, कल रात में बनी है. तो मैं ये कह रहा था, दिस इज द सेफेस्ट, मोस्ट एफिशिएंट एंड शरिया कंप्लायंट वे ऑफ एंड बैंक ग्रेड लेवल गवर्नेंस टू बाय एंड accumulate gold in India. Let's get to the questions, inshallah. I hope I have been able to give you a very clear understanding as to what this is. While I take the questions, you can see the slide which tells that this is 100% secure. It is purity is guaranteed. There is no doubt about it. You can get it tested. You can get the gold delivered to your house and get it tested. We have done that, and we've done that not only in India. We've done that with international jewelers also, and we have been absolutely assured on the safety through independent audits as well that the gold which is getting delivered is 24 karat gold and is 99.99% pure. So, and the third thing that we are also saying is that 100% gold is in your ownership. So let's get to the questions. I'll start from the top. Walaikum salam to everyone. Mohyuddin, thank you for your kind comments. You've said great enlightenment. Many of us don't know, need more awareness amongst the community. Yes, that's one of the visions of Islamicly, and that's why we come out and give these webinars. We spend our times on the weekends so that people come to know, and we urge all of you to spread the word. If you just consume it yourself, it's not going to happen. If you spread the word, it is going to help. It's going to help us commercially, definitely, but it's going to help everybody get understanding at least of what is Sharia and what is not, and in very simple, easy to understand words. I am not a mufti, I am not a scholar, but I learn from the muftis, I learn from the scholars who are part of our Sharia board, whose certification is given, and I make it easy for people to understand in common, simple language. How is this product different from gold ETF? Is this product regulated by SEBI or any other regulator? Digital gold is not regulated, unfortunately, by any regulator as of now. We believe as this entire thing gets more and more momentum, it will be regulated. But whether it is regulated or not, are the conditions in this entire program ensuring that you own the gold and you are protected against bankruptcy and you are always safe. All of these three conditions are built in. Your gold is put in a very safe and secure vault by a company called Brinks. Secondly, your gold is being sold and bought at the spot price, and the purity is guaranteed. This gold is always in your ownership, whether the vaulting company goes bankrupt or whether Islamicly goes bankrupt or anything happens to Islamicly or anything happens to the vaulting company. Your gold is safe. You will get delivery of those amounts of gold in any situation. Now, let's say the vault comes into some attack, the vault is destroyed. That vault is also insured for such risks, for such normal wear and for such normal risks. Okay, force majeure definitely applies on everything. These are the very finer conditions. But if any untoward incident happens to your vault where your gold is stored, that is also safe. How is it different from an ETF? An ETF is a regulated product. An ETF is a capital market product. As of now, there are no ETFs in India which are Sharia compliant. They have characteristics of being Sharia compliant, but they are not certified as Sharia compliant. So that is not an option in India as of now. Yes, ETFs are slightly more economical, but as I said, this is a replacement of gold jewelry savings schemes and not a replacement of ETFs and ETNs. How fractional weight is physically given to the agent? Somebody is asking me a very good question. कि आपने 100 रुपए का गोल्ड खरीदा, आपने 0.01 ग्राम आपको मिला, लेट्स अज्यूम, ओके, 0.01 ग्राम आपको मिला. अब ये 0.01 ग्राम ये जो गोल्ड का ओनर है, जो सेलर है, ठीक है, ये बार बार जाके आपके एजेंट को थोड़ी ना देने वाला है. ऐसा नहीं होता है. होता ये है कि गोल्ड इज फिजिकली अवेलेबल एंड इट इज स्टोर्ड इन अ वॉल्ट. ये वॉल्ट में जो गोल्ड स्टोर होता है, ये सेलर का भी होता है. जब आपके नाम पर एक छोटा सा तिनका, ठीक है, जब आपके नाम पर एक छोटा सा तिनका, ये आपके नाम पर छोटा सा तिनका जो यहां रखा था, ठीक है, जो यहां मैं ऐसे कर लेता हूं, ऐसे कर लेता हूं, इजी है. तो ये जो गोल्ड का तिनका है, ठीक है, सॉरी, ये जो गोल्ड का तिनका है, ये पहले बिलोंग करता था सेलर को बिलोंग करता था, लेकिन रखा है वॉल्टिंग कंपनी में ही. जब इसने सेल कर दिया मुझको, तो ये वॉल्टिंग कंपनी को इंस्ट्रक्शन मिलेगा कि ये जो पार्ट है 0.01 ग्राम ऑफ गोल्ड, ठीक है, इसका ओनर अभी ये सेलर नहीं है, इसका ओनर अब्दुल हादी है जिसने ये बाय किया, और ये अब अब्दुल हादी के नाम पर रखा रहेगा ये वॉल्टिंग कंपनी में. सो इट कुड बी अ पार्ट ऑफ अ बार, एंड दैट्स व्हाई व्हेन वी वेरी क्लियरली से कि व्हाट आर यू बाइंग, यू आर बाइंग 99.99% अनमिंटेड गोल्ड. मिंटेड का मतलब कॉइन्स में आ जाना, अनमिंटेड का मतलब ये बार फॉर्म में पड़ा होता है। 1 किलो का बार होता है, स्टैंडर्ड बार था 1 किलोग्राम, जनरली 1 किलोग्राम। वो आउंसेस में होते हैं, बट आप ये अंदाजा रख लें कि 1 किलो का एक बार होता है। इस बार में आपकी ओनरशिप आ जाती है। जब आपको इसका हिस्सा चाहिए होता है तो वॉल्टर क्या करता है कि वहां उतने इक्विवेलेंट, वो सेम प्योरिटी का इक्विवेलेंट अमाउंट का आपको कॉइन मुहैया करा देता है, आपको डिलीवर करा देता है। ठीक है, नाउ मैंने खरीदा, मैंने एजेंट को दिया, एजेंट को ये एज इट इज रखना है और वही चीज मुझे वापस करनी है जब मैंने मांगा। ये होती है कंडीशंस ऑफ एजेंसी ऑल्सो इन शरिया। इसकी फिक्र करने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि आपने जो गोल्ड दिया एजेंट को वो अनमिंटेड गोल्ड था, उसकी कोई स्पेशल डिफरेंशिएशन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक नहीं थी। जैसे पूरा बार है, आपका 0.01 ग्राम भी वैसे ही दिखेगा, वैसे ही प्योर होगा जैसे पूरा बार है। इसमें से जब आपने डिलीवरी मांगी तो आपको इक्विवेलेंट सेम प्योरिटी का, सेम कंडीशन का गोल्ड कॉइन आपको, ग्राम का आपको डिलीवर कर दिया जाएगा। दैट मीन जो आपने खरीदा वही आपको डिलीवर हो रहा है। यहां पे कंडीशन ऑफ एजेंसी भी फुलफिल हो रही है, कंडीशन ऑफ शरिया भी फुलफिल हो रही है, कंडीशन ऑफ करेंसीज भी फुलफिल हो रही है जो गोल्ड पे एप्लीकेबल है। Will you respell the company's name? I'm not sure which company are we looking. It is Islamically Real Gold. At the back end, the seller is a company called Save Gold, and the vaulter is a company called Brinks. ये सब इस्लामिकली प्लेटफॉर्म पे दिया गया है, बहुत डिटेल में दिया गया है। Regarding Islamically, are there making charges after 3% tax for minted gold, as in jewelry and coins sold by the jeweler? Have a code that can be entered on the website for authenticity verification. Does Islamically also offer this feature? The gold is absolutely pure. It's 24 karat. It's certified with certified purity. You can get delivery of a coin and check the purity at any given point in time. Every gold jeweler nowadays offers this purity check for free. Like for example, you can go to Tanishq. They offer this checking of. It is available in a tamper-proof pack. All of that is also, the images of that is already given on the Islamically website as well. Inshallah, in the next series of this webinar, I will show you a physical coin as well. And to answer the question, 3% GST लगता है transaction के ऊपर. Apart from it, there is no other charges. No other charges. क्यों? क्योंकि भाई हम आपको गोल्ड बेच रहे हैं, प्योर गोल्ड बेच रहे हैं, उसमें कोई चार्जेस ही कहां से होंगे? सेल में 3% जीएसटी लगनी है, बिकॉज इट इज अ मैंडेट ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, तो वो 3% आपको लगनी है। कोई मेकिंग चार्जेस नहीं लगना है आपको अगर आपने डिजिटली इस्लामिकली 24K रियल गोल्ड खरीदा इस्लामिकली प्लेटफॉर्म पे। इंशाल्लाह सिल्वर का प्रोग्राम भी आएगा, अभी फिलहाल तो नहीं है। Sajid is asking, is there any making charges of physical gold that we get? Since this is not a jewelry, there is no making charge. Is Islamically playing the role of seller, owning inventory, or an intermediary? No, we are not the seller. We are the program manager. प्रोग्राम मैनेजर मतलब हम लोग टेक्नोलॉजी के थ्रू ये आपको मुहैया करवा रहे हैं। सेकेंडली हम लोग इसकी ऑडिट भी कर रहे हैं, इसकी आपको शरिया ऑडिट सर्टिफिकेट भी मिलेगी कि ये पूरा प्रोग्राम शरिया बेसिस पे चला। Every 6 months, Sharia certificate will also be provided. So Islamically is the process auditor for this program with respect to the 24K real gold program, not for the seller. तो हमारे प्रोग्राम में Islamically is the platform manager. Islamically ensures the condition of Sharia is met by the vaulter and the seller, and we have agreements in place so that we can ensure those conditions. Islamically ensures that the gold, the entire features of the program are actually met and are in force. So the seller is different, the agent is different. Islamically is a platform that is managing the whole thing in a Sharia compliant manner, and will be ensuring that there are audits conducted to ensure what has been said is being done by the vaulter and it is being done by the seller. Assalamu alaikum. Is it permissible to buy digital gold through PhonePe app? If not, what is the difference between Islamically gold scheme and digital gold offered by PhonePe? I believe it is the same scheme. It is at the back end, it is the same scheme. There is no difference between what is being sold on PhonePe and what is being sold by us. The only thing is in terms of permissioning. Now, when you buy the gold on PhonePe, you are not explicitly appointing this vaulter as your agent. It is by default appointed. Here, when you appoint somebody as an agent, you should give a positive consent. That is one of the things. The second thing is disclosures. Third thing is we ensure that there is Sharia certification available. Fourth thing is what we ensure the audits are also available. So the safety of gold, which probably a phone pay is giving, it is equal, exactly equal, that an Islamicly platform is also giving. If not more, it is equal. I can say that. We are giving better assurance. Why? Because there is Sharia audits on it, there is Sharia certifications on it. You have a customer support which can help you in terms of any issues that you may have. 24/7 customer support is always available to help you with any issues that you may have. In addition, there is no difference in pricing. It is the same pricing what is being given by a PhonePe and what has been given by Islamicly app as well. Is zakat applicable on this? Yes, zakat is applicable on this. Gold is a zakatable asset if you have accumulated gold above the threshold and the amount of time required for it to be passed has passed, and the other conditions of zakat has been achieved. This is a zakatable product. Yes, you will have to pay zakat because it's a wealth product. G, gold ke upar zakat hai. Let me wrap this up quickly. It's almost time for namaz. How should I proceed if a couple of years ago I paid half the amount for 20 grams of gold to a jeweler with the price fixed at that time and the remaining amount to be paid within 6 months? At that point, I was unsure whether the transaction was in accordance to Sharia. Please advise what do I do? Okay, what a brother is asking us is that a couple of years ago, he paid half the price, half the amount for 20 grams of gold to a jeweler. मतलब 10 ग्राम के पैसे उन्होंने दे दिए. उन्होंने 20 ग्राम का सौदा किया. 10 ग्राम के पैसे, 10 grams worth of gold he paid at the time of fixing this deal. The rest for the 10 grams he said he will pay in the next 6 months. Okay. Now here what has happened? 10 grams of gold was fixed for you at the spot price 6 months prior, or when a couple of years ago. That means 10 grams was fixed at the current price. So as a alternate, or to how do you get out of this, you can take delivery of that 10 gram. Because वो 10 gram, that 10 gram was priced at that spot price and was fixed for you. I think you can take that 10 gram and that trade will be in Sharia compliance. If you take that 20 gram, okay, that will not be in compliance with Sharia. Good question. Somebody is asking me privately, what are the risks involved if tomorrow Islamicly decides to close its operation or agent decides to run away? Isn't it a possibility? 100% it is a possibility. 100% it is a possibility. I will never say that we are here perpetually to exist. Okay. कुरान में लिखा हुआ है हर जानदार चीज को मौत आनी है. ठीक है, तो हमारे में तो Islamicly is an entity. Okay, उसमें तो जान भी नहीं होती, तो उसकी तो मौत आनी है. There is no such thing which goes on in perpetuity except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who goes on in perpetuity. ठीक है, दुनिया में कोई चीज ऐसी नहीं चलती रहेगी जो ता क़यामत तक चलती रहेगी, एक्सेप्ट और क़यामत के बाद भी सिर्फ एक ही चीज चलती रहेगी जो है अल्लाह की हुकूमत और अल्लाह एज सच. बाकी हर चीज खत्म होने वाली है, हर चीज नाश होने वाली है, हर चीज खत्म होने वाली है. तो यस, Islamically can also go down. The agent which brings can also go down. As I've said repeatedly, and it is part of the terms and conditions given on the app itself, that once that you have the purchase and you have the proof of purchase, which is the GST invoice, nobody under the laws of India can deny you delivery of this amount of gold that is due to you. Islamicly cannot deny it. The vaulter cannot deny it. The seller can't deny it. The laws of India will also protect you where if you file for recovery of this grams of gold that you have bought, you are safe, 100% safe. And it is outside the bankruptcy. It is outside the risks which are involved in such transactions. And all of this is verified by Islamicly. It has been reviewed by Islamicly, and the whole program, the vault is also insured. The reason of keeping the gold in the vault under the agency is also inspected. It is amply clear the gold is held in the name of the owner, of the buyer. It is not owned by the jeweler, not owned by the seller, not owned by the vaulter. The vaulter is holding it as an agent, as a pure agent. And in this case, when you hold something as a pure agent, nothing of your own personal financial statuses will affect the possession of that gold. It is very simple as how you keep things in the bank locker. आपने अगर कोई चीज बैंक के लॉकर में रखी है, वो लॉकर जो है आपके ओनरशिप में है, उसका आप किराया देते हैं, उसके अंदर जो भी सामान होगा, अगर वो बैंक डूब जाए, ठीक है, तो वो लॉकर में जो रखा हुआ सामान आपको हमेशा से मिलेगा. ये बहुत ही सिंपल एग्जांपल मैं दे सकता हूं. ठीक है, आपके लॉकर में करोड़ों रुपए रखे हैं और बैंक डूब गया, ठीक है, ये करोड़ों रुपए आपको मिल जाएंगे. आपके लॉकर में 1 रुपया रखा हुआ है, बैंक डूब गया, आपको 1 रुपया मिल जाएगा. क्योंकि आप समझ रहे हैं ना कि लॉकर आपकी मिल्कियत में है, आपकी ओनरशिप में है. ये लॉकर डज नॉट बिलोंग टू द बैंक. एग्जैक्टली सिमिलर वे, दिस गोल्ड हेल्ड इन द लॉकर और द वॉल्ट of your agent does not belong to the agent, it belongs to you. Whenever you ask for it, it will be delivered to you. If the vaulter goes down, if they go bankrupt or if they run away, that gold still belongs to you. If Islamicly goes down or Islamic, Allah na kare, decides to run away, this gold still belongs to you. I can say it with 100% confidence. And don't take my word on it. Never take people's word on anything. Look at the legal documentation which is available on the Islamicly app in the terms and conditions section. Okay, how to sell the gold coins delivered? If you have taken the delivery, आपने physical delivery ले लिया, मान लो आपके हाथ में आज gold coin आ गया, let's say आपके हाथ में ये gold coin है. जब आपके हाथ में गोल्ड कॉइन आ गया, आपको कैसे बेचना है? आप कोई भी गोल्ड ज्वेलर के पास जाके बेच सकते हैं. वहां पर इस्लामिकली का काम खत्म हो चुका. वी विल नॉट बाय इट बैक फ्रॉम यू. लेकिन आपको डिजिटली सेल करना है तो ऐप के ऊपर आपका गोल्ड बैलेंस दिखाई देगा कि आपके पास 10 ग्राम है, 12 ग्राम है, 2 ग्राम है, 4 ग्राम है. ये आपको दिखाई देगा वहां पे. यू कैन जस्ट क्लिक ऑन द सेल बटन, जहां पे आप इनपुट करिए कि आपको कितने रुपए का पैसा का गोल्ड बेचना है या कितने ग्राम गोल्ड का बेचना है. इट विल इंस्टेंटली बी प्राइस्ड एट द लाइव प्राइसेस गोइंग ऑन ओवर देयर. Click OK. Again, you have to give your bank account details. That bank account has to match, has to have a couple of security features at the back end. Once we are clear on the security feature that you are the buyer and you are the seller, we will initiate the refund. We will initiate the sale proceeds back to you, and you will get the value as it is shown in your app, in your bank account, in physical rupees. The way you have paid actual rupees to buy this digital gold, which is actually real gold at the back end, you will be selling that real gold and you will be getting back your money at the rate prevalent at the time of sell. So this is not a guaranteed product in terms of कि आपको price protection मिलेगा. Price protection कोई नहीं देता. Price protection देने की वजह से Sharia non-compliant भी हो सकता है ये पूरा product. But there is instant liquidity also available in this program in most scenarios. At the time of purchase, the gold is stored in Brinks vaults. But if I want to deliver physically at my place, then how much they will charge if they have to deliver it in Indian rural areas? How much will they charge? आप deliveries पे जाइए Islamicly app पर. Once you go to the delivery section, there will be a list of coins which will be shown over there. That list of coins will have the delivery price also transparently given. What is best formula for daily SIP to buy more when price is less and buy less when the price is more? It's a good idea. I think we can come up with some kind of a tool using this. So let's say the current price is lower than 15% of the average market price by 15% or 10%. Then your SIP could increase. But I'm not too sure how the SIP mechanism will be able to handle it, because SIPs जो होती हैं वो fixed amounts की होती है. If you give an SIP for 10,000 rupees, it will always hit 10,000 rupees. Whether you can't say that this month you buy me more and the other month buy me less. I don't think that works out from a technology perspective as of now. But it's a good suggestion. We are creative people. Will try and look at solutions for it, inshallah. Are there minting charges for delivery option? There's a flat delivery charge. Depending on a 1 gram coin, 5 gram coin, 10 gram coin, 20 gram coin, there's a flat charge. So have a look at those charges, and it's transparently displayed before you can get it delivered to your place. SIP using credit card possible? Yes, you can use credit cards. There are charges. It is transparently displayed over there. It's hardly anything. But yes, you can do an SIP using a credit card. If you use a credit card and put an SIP, you can see the charges which will be applied on the credit card. Somebody says and unable to make a payment. I'm sure my customer support will be able to help you on that. I believe you're getting an error. We will have a look at this error. I'll just take a screenshot of this as well so that I can send it to my technical team. Okay, Fasi is asking, why is there a difference between the market price and the Islamically price of gold, as I observed a few months ago on your app? Additionally, from a costing perspective, don't insurance and courier charges make the price of gold more expensive compared to buying from a local store? Okay, very good. Two things. Market price of spot and Islamically price is the same. It cannot be different. Okay. Now, why will there be a difference from the market price and Islamically price? There is only one reason. You're not comparing apples to apples. Islamically is giving you 24 karat 99.99% pure gold. If you compare the price for 24 karat 99.99% pure, and don't skip this part, 99.99% pure. Okay, there is another purity level which is 24 karat 99.50. Okay, 99.50 is cheaper. 99.99 is definitely most expensive. 99.99 is the purest form of gold available in the minted condition, available in the form of refined gold. Okay, so that is one of the primary reasons that there will be a difference between spot price available in various internet sites and Islamically price. But if you search for the right spot price on the internet, and you will see that the price given on the internet for 24 karat 99.99% pure, this 99.9999 actually technically, but we call it 99.99 colloquially. ये price आपको same दिखाई देगी. Now compare Islamically price to gold jeweler price. Gold jeweler price will be way higher, at least 3 to 5% higher than Islamically price. There is no way that that price will be lower. So 24 karat 99.99% price of a gold jeweler compared to Islamically price will be higher. That means jeweler will be higher, Islamically will be cheaper. If you find a scenario the other way around, we'll be happy to hear that. Secondly, when you buy from a jeweler, you will have to pay him a making charge. When you buy from Islamically, there is no making charges. Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum assalam. What is the difference between monthly 3,000 investment and 3,000 SIP investment? It is the same thing. Whether you come and do it on the first of every month and do physically yourself 3,000 rupees, or you instruct your bank, or you instruct your UPI app, or you instruct your or you make a SIP through the Islamically app, it just automatically collects it on that day. There is no difference. Whether you come yourself and do it, or you do it in automated payment, there's no difference. If someone has real gold in their hand, how can they exchange into digital investment? As of now, we don't support that, but we had been asked this question, and there are certain interesting products that have been offered to us. We're just looking at the Sharia compliance aspect of it. If it's Sharia compliant, we can do this as well. Take a physical gold, convert it into digital gold, and continue holding it in a digital format. Matlub Ahmed is asking, what about gold ETF? Gold ETFs, if they are certified as Sharia compliant, then you're allowed to invest in it. If they are not certified as Sharia compliant, stay away from it, because it will be the same problem as in the Gold Jewellery Savings Scheme. Why there is insurance in delivery, hence it is not halal except in certain cases? My dear friend, please do not get confused that insurance as a concept is non-halal. Protection of property and life is primary in Islam. Okay, so just because there's some insurance involved in it, okay, doesn't make the program non-halal. Okay, let us not get into the details of it. We will digress from this topic, but Insurance is given by the seller. It is not charged to you. It is given at his cost. It is given at the agent's cost, and the agent will deliver it to you in an insured manner. So adding this insurance element doesn't make the program non-compliant. Please don't get confused on it. I also made a statement that insurance is blanket haram. That is not true. Okay, there are many things which come under insurance which are permissible. Okay, the word insurance, okay, is definitely in the realm of being compliant. The way insurance products work, the way they are currently portrayed, that may be non-compliant. But insurance as a concept, okay, is not averse to Sharia. Okay, what are the charges if I withdraw cash? Is there any holding period? There is no holding period. You can buy today. Okay, within 5 minutes you can sell it away. Okay, instantly, as soon as you have the invoice in your hand, you are the owner. Once you are the owner, you can make a sell. Yes, you will lose the 3% GST that you paid when you buy and sell. So do not make a decision of it is not a gold trading platform. Okay, this will not help you. You buy, you pay 3% GST at the time of. So when you sell, you should at least be 3% above to be in profit, essentially. But you can sell at any given point in time. The sell price is always given. It may not be the most efficient price for the sell because there is instant liquidity being provided. Hence, the prices may not be very efficient when you sell. But they are live and displayed transparently. And there is no holding period. Can physical gold be delivered to overseas? As of now, this program is only for India. Its reachability is only in India. It cannot be delivered outside India as of now. Can OCI or NRI invest in gold, and if needed, can physical gold be obtained? Yes, an OCI or an NRI can participate in the Islamicly 24K real gold program because you are definitely considered Indian. Do not get it delivered. Just keep it in the vault of the agent. Whenever you come to India, once a year, twice a year, thrice a year, just get it delivered at that point in time. Or if you have a trusted person who can take delivery of it, ask her for delivery of it over there. Remember, take deliveries only when you accumulate decent amount of gold. Okay. The key thing is this is deliverable, but taking delivery may not be very efficient in terms of price. That's what I mean to say. You can opt to take delivery whenever you want, but it is always better to accumulate larger sums, okay, or larger amounts of gold and then ask for a delivery because it will be more efficient. The insurance cost and the delivery cost will get divided by the grams of gold, right? So if you ask for 1 gram of gold, there's a fixed delivery charge. Ask for 2 grams of gold, it will almost be the same as 1 gram of gold because the weight is like almost the same. Up to 5 grams, I believe it will be the same. Beyond that, it will keep changing depending on weight and insurance value. So it's always better to buy digital gold and keep it in the vault, get it delivered whenever you want it, or sell it instantly, or get it converted into gold jewelry. You said charges is 3%. No, there are no charges. There is tax. Whether you buy from a gold jeweler, you have to pay 3% tax. Whether you buy from Islamicly 24 karat real gold, there is 3% GST, which is tax. So 3% GST is standard whether you buy from a gold jeweler or you buy from Islamicly. 18% GST on making charges, which is being charged by the jeweler, is not applicable over here. Jewelry charges, which is in the range of 10 to 15% usually, is not applicable over here. It is not applicable, so it's cheaper by 10 to 15% in terms of actual outflow of cash. Lastly, purity is 100% guaranteed with us. Purity with jewelers. I mean, if I go to Dubai, okay, and I take a piece of gold, which has been bought from an Indian jeweler, the jewelers in Dubai wouldn't even touch it. I mean, they wouldn't even touch it. They will say, I don't want to touch it. Take it away. Take it away. Yes, I have seen it physically. I've seen it personally. I've experienced it personally. They do not entertain gold bought from India because they have huge doubt on the purity. This digital 24 karat gold bought digitally, in actual stored physically at the vaulters, is 100% pure. The purity levels are 99.99% and it is 24 karat gold. Gold ETF, why Sharia perspective from it is permissible or not? The model is permissible, but is that ETF manager managing the entire returns of gold in a Sharia compliant manner? Are they actually buying physical gold back to back, or they are ensuring at some point in time the amount of units and the physical gold is matched? There are various conditions of Sharia that the ETF needs to meet. If they're meeting it, they will be Sharia compliant. As of now, in India, I have not seen any ETF which has got a Sharia compliant certification. If any ETF is interested in creating a Sharia compliant version, Islamicly is happy to review it and happy to provide a certification after conducting due diligence, whether all the conditions of Sharia are being met or not. In general, they do, in theory, seem to meet the conditions of Sharia. But since we do not know the workings of the ETF, there is no disclosure on that part. We cannot comment that whether all the conditions of Sharia have been met in terms of a particular ETF, which is doing a gold ETF. Some jewelers offer schemes wherein we pay them certain amount to block the price of gold at today's rate. Later, after 6 months or a year, we can buy gold at original price at which we blocked it, even though the price of gold might have increased. Is this transaction Sharia compliant? This is the exact kind of transaction which is Sharia not compliant. This is the exact kind of transaction which is haram in Islam. I can use the word haram because it is clearly mentioned. For equities, I usually use the word compliant and non-compliant, and I don't go between halal and haram. But over here, I can use it because there is no derivative rules which are being followed over here. The rules of buying and selling gold are clearly given in Sharia. There is no dispute on it. So if a product is not complying with the rules of Sharia, it becomes haram. And Islamically, 24K real gold is a halal way of buying gold, definitely with the added features of being secure. So in Brother Ilyas's question, he says that he has bought, he says, as an example, in a scheme, if you block the price at today's gold rate and you will take delivery of it after 6 months, it violates the condition of Sharia. Sell and delivery should happen the same time. In the gold scheme, you are not being sold the gold. If you're not being sold the gold, how will the gold be in your ownership? But the price is fixed. This makes it non-compliant. This makes it haram. What are charges involved? There are no charges involved. On smaller amounts, there are no platform fees also. We have waived off the platform fee. Even if there's a platform fee, it is not more than 10-15 rupees. But that is also being waived off for our good customers. BIS marker will be there. This is a standard above the BIS standard. BIS is for jewelry. For bullion, for coins, we are giving the purity from a reputed refiner called Assay. Okay, all of these things are given in the on the Islamicly app as well as on the Islamicly website. Okay, who is the minter, who is giving the purity, who's checking the purity, and all of those things. Can we use our non-minted gold in form of jewelry from any famous outlet? Yes. If you have unminted gold in the Sharia, we call it the Sharia locker on the Islamicly app. It's a vault at the back end. If you go to Tanishq or Carrot Lane, as of now, Tanishq or Carrot Lane, you can go to them and tell them that you want to exchange your digital gold. Okay, they may not understand Islamicly gold, but tell them you want to exchange your digital gold. They will ask you for your mobile number. Give them your mobile number. An OTP will come on your phone. Give them the OTP. Your gold balances will be reflected on their systems as well. As I said, the way they do it is they take the total value of the jewelry that you have purchased, including the cost of gold, any making charges, taxes, whatever. They take that value and then they take the value of the gold available in your gold locker. They will multiply it by their own rate and then they'll subtract these values and you'll have to pay the additional. It is not a very cost efficient way of doing it. I would suggest that you take delivery of the physical gold, go to the jeweler and give them this physical gold and ask them to convert this into jewelry. That is going to avoid the discrepancy between the best price in the market for your gold versus the price being offered by the jeweler for your digital gold. Muhammad Aminuddin says, Bhai, there are some tempting jewelry schemes in Chennai where we have to pay for 11 months, some fixed amount every month, 2K or any amount, and approx gold will be credited in the same day to my account, and benefit we receive is at the end of 11 months. We can buy gold jewelry with no or little wastage making charges for the accumulated month. What is your opinion? My opinion, not only my opinion, the opinion of Sharia, the opinion of Sharia scholars is that all of these schemes are not compliant. Very simple. Okay, as I said, it's an 11-month scheme. You pay a 2,000 rupees installment, and the gold rate is fixed on the day of installment, but it is not sold to you. You are not buying it. If this gold jeweler goes down, you have actually lent money. This 2,000 rupees that you have paid, you have lent it to him. You will never get physical gold. You will get some percentage of the 2,000 rupees back after paying the cost of bankruptcy, after paying off everybody else. You are an unsecured creditor at that point in time. It's a very, very, very risky proposition from a financial perspective also. Giving money to somebody without getting anything in return is absolutely inviting huge amount of risk to yourself. In very simple terms, okay, I can go and use very complicated terms as well, but in very simple terms, आपने किसी को पैसा दिया, आपने कोई सिक्योरिटी नहीं रखी, तो ये पैसा तो अनसिक्योर्ड हो गया. अब कल को आप जाके कह सकते हो कि हाँ मैंने पैसा दिया, प्रूफ तो कर सकते हो कि आपने पैसा दिया, लेकिन आप ये नहीं कह सकते हो कि ये पैसे से मुझे इतना ग्राम गोल्ड मिलना चाहिए था, क्योंकि यहाँ पे एंट्री है. वो एंट्री का कोई मतलब नहीं है. It is not credited to your account. It is no physical gold being given to you. In 24 karat Islamically real gold, physical amounts of gold is given to you at the back end. You do not get money value. You will get the gold. It is gold, physical gold. When the price goes up, you will get that value. Price goes down, you will get that value. In the jewelry schemes, you are lending money to the jeweler, और ये पैसा unsecured है. At any given point in time, before the scheme ends, you can never prove that you are the owner of those grams of gold which has been given as credit to your account. ये सब सिर्फ entries हैं. There is no physical movement of gold. There is no change of ownership. There is no sales invoice. There is no proof of ownership. Hence, this entire program of every gold jeweler, almost every gold jeweler in India, is haram from a Sharia perspective. Okay, somebody has given me an example of a live pricing from a jeweler and compared it to our price. There is some small discrepancy in this price. Let us understand what this discrepancy is, and we will respond to you individually right away. We will note down your email and we will respond to you on this. I believe there should not be any difference in prices between a gold jeweler's price and the price offered by Islamicly. If it is of same purity, 24 karat, 999, 4 parts of 9, 9999, and even if the gold jeweler is offering the same thing, it should be the same price, because we don't work on that side. It's a price which is given from a live feed, which is a spot price. Please advise how to invest in Islamically. Small amount, let's say 5,000. Very simple. Islamically app पे जाइए, gold दबाइए, put in 5,000 rupees worth of gold. It will show you the breakup. Click, go ahead. Everybody knows how to make a digital transaction. It will take you the payment gateway, and that's about it. That gold will be get reflected in your locker over there on the app itself. If you want to sell, click on it, click on sell, put the amount of gold that you have or put the value that you want to sell, add your bank account, and done. Yes, Parvez is asking, only 36 months has been kept for SIP. This is because the SIP technology providers are supporting us with only 36 months as of now, 3 years, and a max of 10,000 rupees per installment. Okay, you can increase the installments. Okay, there is no limit on that. So let's say you want to accumulate, let's say 5 lakh rupees worth of gold, but the installment amount is fixed to 10,000, right? Now, what you can do is you can put an installment every week of 10,000. That solves the problem. Why is gold price difference in market and Islamicly app? Check the purity. If it is same, it has to be the same. Purity should match, then the price will match. Okay, I'll take the questions from Q&A. How can I distribute products? Please get in touch with us by sending us an email at info@islamicly.com, and we'll be happy to set up a distributor platform for you. The way gold prices have zoomed up over the last few years and months, is it a good time to enter with gold investments? Gold is generally seen as a hedge. If you go to the Islamicly app, there's an article of FT, Financial Times, which tells you a very interesting story, and that's why we put it up over there. Have a look at it and then see that how is gold as an investment option. I will not comment on it as of now because I'm promoting this as a savings scheme, and I'm talking only from a Sharia perspective. We'll do a separate webinar to ensure that is it a good investment scheme or not. We'll put some thoughts in that webinar. But just do read the article on Islamicly, which tells you where gold prices are going to go and what are the factors affecting it nowadays. It's a very good article. Do read it. Somebody's asking a private question. Apart from gold price, what charges are to be paid? Vault charges, transport charges, insurance charges, etc. Also, how the price is fixed for the gold, any price variation from the current market, how much charges to be paid as transaction charges. Price is very simple and straightforward. It is the same as the spot price plus the 3% GST. That's it. There's no other charges. There's no other vaulting charges. There's no other insurance charges. There is no other transportation charges. But when you ask for delivery, at that point in time, there is a transport and insurance charge. At that point in time, and that charge is given very transparently. It's hardly anything. It's like 600, 700 rupees, and it's even as low as less than 500 rupees in certain cases. Okay, I'm skipping the common questions so that we can finish. This will always be available on the Islamicly YouTube channel. All webinars are always available on the Islamicly YouTube channel. Okay, what you saw on the slide is not the live pricing. You have to see the live pricing on the Islamicly app. Okay, just download the app, or just go. If you don't want to download the app, just go to Islamicly Digital Gold or Islamicly 24 Karat Gold. Okay, just go to that page. The live price will be displayed on the web itself. On your mobile, you can check the price right away. Very good question. How do you make profit? The way we make profit is we get a percentage of commission on sales. There is always a difference between the price at which the seller buys and at the price at which and the spot price. There is a commission that Islamicly makes. This commission is deemed as Shariah-compliant. It's a simple sell commission that we make. We don't add, and then we also make some platform fees on top of it. In many cases, digitally itself, we are removing the platform fees. So as an incentive for people to test out things, you can buy digital gold. You can buy the gold digitally on the Islamicly app for as low as 500. If it is below 500, we're giving it. We're not even charging platform fees. How can we associate with Islamicly for distribution? Please get in touch with us at info@islamicly.com, and we will be able to set up things for you. All right, I've come to the end. Why there is no vault charge? Shahrukh is asking why there is no vault charge, which is all part of the pricing which has been given. There is no vaulting charge. The vaulting charge is free for the first 5 years. Yes, the vaulting is free for the first 5 years. After 5 years, there may be some charges. If there is some charges, it will be pre-communicated to you and your consent will be taken, and then it will be charged. Otherwise, it will not be charged. We will give you options to liquidate that gold and take delivery of it. But 5 years is a long time. And for the first 5 years, there is no charges. All of this is mentioned in the Islamicly app terms and conditions. Syed Alvi is asking a very important question. Is subscription required to access Islamicly 24K Gold? No, it is not required. Islamicly 24K Gold is a free to use product. You do not need to have an Islamicly subscription to do this. Is it safe in investing in Islamicly Gold app? It is the same safety as what is being offered by Paytm, offered by Airtel, offered by Jar, offered by Aura, offered by PhonePe, offered by any other digital gold scheme, offered by an HDFC bank, offered by any other bank who is offering a digital gold program. without naming names. I'm not too sure if HDFC Bank has a digital gold program, but if any bank has a digital gold program, the safety which is given in that digital gold program is equal to the safety that is being offered by the Islamicly 24K real gold program. I'll take the last question from Ilyas. Will Islamicly also come up with real estate investment app in future, something like Get Stake, which allows fractional ownership of real estate properties, something like REITs? Inshallah, we are working on it. We are working very, very, very closely on it. It will come up. It will come up. It is one of the fixed income products that needs to be there on the app, and that we are working on. There is a private question. Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam. मेरा सवाल गोल्ड रिलेटेड नहीं, क्या आपके ऐप में दुबई स्टॉक मार्केट के स्टॉक शरिया कंप्लायंट है क्या? जी, दुबई स्टॉक मार्केट के स्टॉक्स भी शरिया कंप्लायंट हैं इस्लामिकली ऐप पर. आप जाइए इस्लामिकली ऐप पर, सब्सक्रिप्शन ले लीजिए दुबई मार्केट के लिए और वहां पे मार्केट सेलेक्ट कर लीजिए दुबई, और आपको सारे दुबई में डीएफएम पे जो लिस्टेड है, एडीजीएम पे जो लिस्टेड स्टॉक्स हैं, उसकी शरिया कंप्लायंस मिल जाएगी आपको. Sayyid Alvi saying, kudos to Islamicly team, really doing great job solving Ummah problem. Jazakallahu khair. But we are not seeing the enthusiasm that we're supposed to see. So please share all of these things in your WhatsApp groups. Tell it to your friends. If you want material from us in terms of sending something to your friends and family, please get in touch with our customer support team. They can send you a WhatsApp. That WhatsApp can be forwarded. You can also do sharing of the app. There is a feature at the end of the app on the homepage itself. Share the good news. Just click on it. एक WhatsApp message draft हो जाता है और आप भेज दीजिए. Shahrukh is asking, can we consider investments in gold as a hedge? Traditionally, gold investing for financial investors has been a hedge against the markets. So it's like dollar cost averaging methodology. Yes, gold is traditionally being seen by retail investors as a hedge against the performance of the market. So when the markets go down, the gold goes up. As you can see, my portfolio is about 9% up on gold, which I invested using the Islamicly app. And the markets are in the red, whereas my portfolio is up 9%. All right, that brings us to the end of the presentation. I hope this was of good use. Please do tell all your friends and family that Gold Jewellery Savings Scheme is haram. I have given you the examples. Shift to Islamicly 24-karat real gold, which is Sharia compliant, safe. It is, and at the most efficient price as well. Thank you for joining us today in this webinar. I hope this gives you a better idea of what Islamicly is. So gold Moons is a very innovative product again, and definitely the best unmatched screening is what we are about, what we are giving on the app. Islamicly has been in the leadership position in terms of knowledge. Islamicly has been in the leadership position in terms of customers. Islamicly will remain, inshallah, with your support, to be in the leadership position, and will give out the most credible, fully Sharia certified products from the best Sharia scholars, and in a very transparent manner, by coming out to you, in front of you, and taking your questions and improving our products as well. We look forward to your support. All of this will only be possible if you use our products, criticize us for its shortcomings, if any. We're happy to look into it so that we can refine our products to be the best in the industry and at par with the most advanced and the most reputed financial institutions in the world. All our products that you get in on the Islamicly platform do already have the highest level of governance, the highest levels of audits, the highest levels of due diligence that a large institution, billions of dollars worth of institution, a legacy institution would do, because we have the same pedigree, the same experience, and the same know-how as what is being employed by the large financial institutions, but it is being brought to you in a very simple, easy to use manner, which is the Islamicly app. Go ahead, subscribe to the Islamicly app. Digital gold, the Islamicly 24K real gold is definitely not part of the subscription. It is free. You can just come in, set up your SIP, and go ahead and ensure that you save money in gold and get the benefit of gold. Do not wait for large amounts. Start as low as 100 rupees. Remember, you can put 100 rupees, 110 rupees, 200 rupees, 500 rupees. Whatever is the value that you can put, minimum starts from 100. There is no inefficiencies in starting with 100. Whether you put a million, whether you put a crore, there is a 3% GST. Whether you put 500 rupees, there's 3% GST. There is no additional big or small values over here. Start small, be consistent. And at the end of this webinar, let me tell you, bring up a hadith of our religion, that any act, whether small or big, essentially any act which is, no matter how small it is, but if it is done consistently, it is more valuable to Allah than doing big acts of worship inconsistently. ऐसे इबादत जो छोटे हों, जिसका सवाब भी छोटा हो, ठीक है, लेकिन वो आप लगातार हर दिन या लगातार कर रहे हो, इसकी ज्यादा अहमियत है अल्लाह के सामने बनिस्बत इसकी कि आप ऐसा कोई काम करें जिसका बहुत ज्यादा सवाब हो, पर वो आप हर बार नहीं कर रहे, रेगुलरली नहीं कर रहे. So doing things regularly is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes. If I take an analogy from there, if you have to create wealth, do it as a habit, do it regularly. Start your SIPs. There is no additional cost for an SIP. It is as simple as you can start off from as low as 2,500 also. We are bringing down the SIP values also. You can come up to the, even you can start off with 100 rupees on UPI. Don't get bogged down with all of these things. The key issue is you should get into a habit of saving funds to create wealth in a consistent manner and do it regularly. Systematic investment plan, SIP, is a good way of doing it, and do it. Start off with gold. I would recommend, to how you can understand how SIP builds wealth. It will consistently build wealth. It will consistently let you make money and accumulate money. Go ahead and put up an SIP for as low as 100 rupees and then see how it works on you. Inshallah, you will upgrade your SIPs. You can create multiple SIPs also. Let one SIP be for your college education, one SIP be for your retirement, one SIP for your marriage, one SIP for your bike, one SIP for your car, one SIP for your house. You can create multiple SIPs as well. It is a very useful platform. It is the only Sharia-compliant way in which you can buy, store, accumulate pure 24 karat gold, which is 99.99% pure. With this, let me end this webinar. All praises be to Allah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad wa barik wa sallim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.